me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down. And 5 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Touchdown Titans! Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
Titans.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jack Crawford showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, completion here to Claypool. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Steelers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 17, Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
His pass.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round, twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defense?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now it's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The toss right to Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 8 yards out, and the Titans have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Tannehill on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And this is caught at the 8. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tannehill on 3rd down. He's got it.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
The extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They set up the screen for Henry. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Let's go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
T.J. Watt.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Tannehill.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
22 yards.
A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body, and a physical, strong stature.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
They'll try to run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
31. Steelers.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check. Check out.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
At the 42-yard line.
Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now 3rd down and 4.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
Tannehill's
7 yards to pick up there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back now in Nashville, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the gun with Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run it again with Henry. Down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Titans on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Steeler 1st down.
Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike and they get the touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Titans 45, Steelers 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Titans take over 1st and 10. at their own 33-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season... I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go, defense.
Again, it's Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He's only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Check 41. What we got? Go.
Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down again. Jack Crawford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
That's taken at around the 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down carry for Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Henry, the ball.
Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 41's coming. 41's
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.